Dragon Lady. Genre: action, adventure, drama, fantasy, romance. 25 chapters, ongoing. Human in appearance, but with powers greater than those of humans, there were beings known as seals. Scattered throughout the world, they would ask for a name given to them by the one who awakened them, and they would act solely to protect that person, existing as enigmatic beings. Jalishan, a humble cook in a small coastal village, encounters a seal that presents her with a name that resembles her crimson eyes. However, Jalishan soon realizes that his ordinary skills are no match for Carnelian's extraordinary powers. Finally, he leaves to find a new contractor, worthy of her formidable skills. After the frozen heart melts. Genre: drama, fantasy, romance, shoujo. 26 chapters, ongoing. To quell the magic threatening the world, Hestia was sacrificed as an offering, reincarnating as Cecilia, a nobleman's illegitimate child, with memories from her past life. The life she had lived without her own will had long since ended. Whatever she had been in her past life, now she was living as her enemy's sister's maid. This was Cecilia's life as the nobleman's illegitimate child. However, out of nowhere, the man her sister intended to marry, Duke Killian Jensen, suddenly declared that he would marry Cecilia. Moreover, his voice seemed to overlap with a voice she had heard a long time ago. A man who approached her using the same tactics as in her past life. His persistent demands and obsession kept bringing back memories of her past life. Can Cecilia heal the wounds of her past and find her true life and love? Duchess's Lo-Fi Coffee House. Alternative title: The Carefree Duchess Coffee House. Genre: fantasy, romance, shoujo. 36 chapters, ongoing. Loena was raised in neglect and isolation as an illegitimate child of the Count Louis family. She gets married off to Duke Bruggen, who orders her to keep quiet and out of the way. Free from all expectations or responsibilities, she roams around the castle and runs into a coffee bush. A passionate barista in her past life, Loena remembers exactly how to brew a perfect cup of joe. The trouble is, no one in this realm seems to know what coffee is, nor its wonderful benefits. As a matter of fact, coffee fruits are regarded as evil. As a coffee aficionado, Loena is determined to turn this reputation around. Hoping for My Death. Genre: fantasy, josei, mature, romance. 11 chapters, ongoing. Sylvia Floret wants nothing more than to die. In fact, most days, she can't even be bothered to get out of bed. Sentenced to repeat life 99 times, she agrees to marry Duke Randall in an attempt to appease God and die at the earliest convenience. However, while Sylvia is eager to consummate the marriage, her husband insists they must first fall in love before they can finally sleep together. How to Protect My Sub-Male Lead Dad. Genre: fantasy, romance, shoujo. 21 chapters, ongoing.
You claim to know how to save Asta. If your words are false, you'll pay with your life.
Warns sub-male lead heart with a chilling tone.
Even if you save Asta, the original protagonist, he'll probably use you and then kill you.
Suppressing my regret, I responded with a confident face. Absolutely. Hart looked down at my feeble fists with a mocking expression. While it's a bit strange that this is my first meeting with my stepfather, I truly could help him. I'm here as a reincarnator, to save my sub-male lead's dad unfairly destined to die. Is there a rule that only dads have to save their daughters? Although it's a bit unsettling that this novel isn't in the parenting genre. It's okay. I'm not seeking love. I'm here to rescue my dad. Ways to Satisfy a Devil. Alternative title: How to Satisfy the Devil. Genre: fantasy, josei, romance. 59 chapters, ongoing. Did our run Vanessa Blake encounter another god because yours abandoned you? May we, the Lord of Evil Beelzebub, tell you something interesting? Most humans seek your god when they end up meeting us. They seem to think their Lord will save them, and seeing their desperation never fails to make us laugh. That is because their god is just our other half. You may see your many reincarnations as a sign of your god's disdain, but we feel you are beloved. Thus, we shall give you whatever you desire. I accidentally seduced a male lead's younger brother. Genre: fantasy, romance, shoujo. 14 chapters, ongoing. She possessed the mistress of the male lead in an R19 novel. In the original novel, the male lead was trash who abandoned her after getting her pregnant, saying that he belatedly realized that he loved the heroine. Fortunately, it was still before the original work started. She decided to scrap that herself. Unlike the original, she firmly set up an iron wall, took care of Lexion, the younger brother who was abused by his elder brother, and protected the original female lead who had low esteem from that male lead. And now that she'd already done what she had to do, she's off to go. But a few years later, Lexion, who had pushed out his older brother and taken the ducal title, came back to her as a beast with a decadent beauty. On top of that, he was even holding the engagement document that she had signed as a joke during their childhood. I became the Sultan's precious cat. Genre: comedy, drama, fantasy, romance, shoujo. 33 chapters, ongoing. After my sudden death, I was reincarnated in a strange world with the Sultan and his harem, but not as a person, but as a kitten who can talk. I can only become human by kissing a prince who is worthy of the Sultan. After mistaking me for an assassin and treating me coldly, Prince Theron, who I thought was a sweetheart, seduces me by whispering,
Choose me over my brother, and I will give you everything you want. I will give you everything you want.
He whispered, seducing me. I can't stay human unless I kiss one of them. How do I survive in this royal palace? I became the tyrant's servant. Genre: comedy, fantasy, josei, romance. 25 chapters, ongoing. A former call center employee finds herself transported into a fantasy novel, where she becomes the servant of the male protagonist, a cruel tyrant who kills anyone he doesn't like and lives in lust. She doesn't want to die like the original character, so she plans to escape before the tyrant finds the female protagonist, who is the only one capable of changing his heart. To do this, she begins to do business, buy ships and train concubines for the tyrant. However, her plans are thwarted when the tyrant begins to take an interest